KUAM News brought to you by GTA. We start with you. Subway and Chili's Grill and Bar.
I was getting calls from people who couldn't seem to access isolation facilities fast enough when they wanted to get in there and separate themselves from their families.
The speaker's comment prompted a woman to call into the Link hotline.
We kept asking public health, like, hey, can he go into an isolation facility?
According to the caller, after her brother tested positive for COVID, he isolated all day outside in a canopy, waiting for word on whether he would be able to go into the government's isolation facility, and by 8 p.m., he was transported to the Bayview. The caller says they were very concerned because they are a big family, 12 to be exact, living in a 3-bedroom home.
Long story short, over the next couple of days, more folks in the family started feeling sick.
One by one, more of her family members began feeling sick.
My father, who's 67, we took him to Naval Hospital. He tested positive, on arrival. They said that he had pneumonia as well, but the following day it was like, okay, yeah, you go home because we really don't have any space.
When he got home, her siblings, who are also caretakers, began feeling ill. And then there were the children.
We had my 11-year-old nephew, and then my 2 nieces. One is 8 years old and one is 7. And, they were feeling headaches. They were feverish. And we were really scared.
In total, out of a family of 12, 7 were infected with the virus.
Madam Speaker, you said, hey, call public health. They can help you with isolation. And every single time we called, tried to explain that, it's a large family. We have very limited space. We don't have anywhere for anyone to go to safely isolate. They just kept saying, oh, well, I'm sorry, there's no room in isolation. And, everyone in the family is probably going to get it anyway. So just stay together. And, hey, if people get sick, they get sick.
The sad part, she says, is everyone in the household that was eligible to get vaccinated got vaccinated.
If other families are experiencing this, I just want to know who should they call? Should they reach out to public health? Do they go to the National Guard? We were even calling the isolation facilities directly, and it was a circle. It was a round robin. Very frustrating.
Getting a hold of public health is an issue. I agree with her, and what she's describing is exactly what I'm describing. These households where the entire households are going to get affected if we can't isolate them quick enough.
According to Guam Homeland Security spokesperson Jenna Gamindi Bloss, as of Wednesday morning, the isolation facility was not at maximum capacity. 60 rooms out of 100 were being utilized. Bloss says she's not tracking anyone being turned away. Public health spokesperson Janella Carrera says for residents who test positive and want to check into the isolation facility, you can call 311 and select option 1. Nurses will assess your household situation and will endorse them to enter the facility. For the caller, however, that didn't appear to happen. Instead of staying away, they were forced to stay together.
I felt very blessed, because we could, we were together and we kind of prayed and, we got through it together.